Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. To the air right away is Ryan. And that going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run. This is John. And he'll get this to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Ryan. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Down. Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, D. 49 the Mike. 49 the Mike. Hey, check. 21. Mike's 49. I got you.
Now Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. As he's going to burn a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check, check. Lucky. Base. What's 20. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Base. 36.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Campbell making the catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 33 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
50 cent. Mike, 50 cent. One flag. 50 seconds on the left.
Now it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Wilson dancing to his left. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They run. It's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So you're just off until you adjust.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime, getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Finding room at midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready. Back 25. Down 54. Down. 4 down. 4 down. 4 down. Gun. Turn. Kill. Turn.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards. 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And coming out now, the Broncos. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. On the move past the 40. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are back within a score. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Sponge. No. Check. Ready now.
Now it's Hines. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Taylor out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And it feels... like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 21. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Indy set to go on offense once more. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 124 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He finds his man, complete. That's Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 7. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing now is Wilson. He's got Hamler, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. They're going right back to Hamler. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams will try again. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now McManus for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, check back, 6. Hey, here we go. Check. Gun. 6. Watch the out.
Ryan to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Hey, South. 21.
First throw in overtime now for Ryan. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Room here to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 68 yards. And the Colts need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Gordon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson eluding the pressure, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The rush more than did its job. It chased him out of the pocket. He was trying to find someone open downfield, but he was hit as he threw it, and it fell incomplete.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
20.
They go play action now. Ryan.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Williams. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They can't ask for much more than this. They've got it 1st and goal from the 5.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have moved out in front.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom. End zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On 3rd down, Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
You
They'll run for it with Hines. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox, 63 yards. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Judy. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Judy.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now the first play in the drive there is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Hines. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
90 yards now for Hines on the ground, and that's a first down.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Flush to his right.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the Broncos coming out now.
And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Well, the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch made here by, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
On first down, Ryan. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan.
This one complete to Doolin.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos.
Well, no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They start the second half here with Williams. And some room to work. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They run with Hines. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 8 yards to go on second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Tuesday. Check back. Got it. 5-6. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, check back.
To throw is Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Take it at the 37. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of... 10 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes a field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson, throw left side, complete. That's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield.
And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Play action. It's Ryan. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to... Need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this returnable for Hines. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22, Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Ryan steps away to his left. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action now. Wilson steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson on the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down incomplete.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now it's Hines. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. This is Hines. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Indy.
tonight, from SoFi Stadium.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They begin the drive with Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a carry for the forward first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're using big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. He sets to fire deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andrew Beck taking it in from a yard out.
And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, Gordon once more. And he's got room. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, that makes them block just a little bit harder.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Finding Williams on the check down.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down. To throw is Wilson.
Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. Down inside the 10.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, a 22.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there. This guy's up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this one's incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Herbert now. He's airing it out for Williams.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Wilson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. 3rd and long. It's Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Here's Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll try again down here with Kelly. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Joshua Kelly taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Williams. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
30 yards.
and the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. The slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And the turnover, a huge break. They'll start first and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Here's Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we have reached half, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Herbert.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. $39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On the carry, it's Boone. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Boone. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Chargers getting set to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Now it's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Herbert throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Denver's offense now set to go. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 39, Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a give running left is Eckler. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Herbert. Flushed out, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 11, 43 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Wide open receiver complete. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw again on second down. Wilson.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Throwing is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
So 5-yard. on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Herbert on 3rd down now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 34 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time back gaining this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, these guys are hard to find.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Up the middle with Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And a good quarter.
Well, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
Now Wilson on first down.
This one swung out to Williams.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. To throw again on second down. Wilson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first and 10, it's Wilson.
Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
On first down, Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
On third down, Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
DeAndre Carter back deep. Fielded just inside the 30. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. On 4th down, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Spiller is battle-tested as a runner coming out of Texas A&M, and the way that they do things in Aggie land, also tested as a pass protector and a pass catcher. Well over 500 carries in just 3 seasons with a pair of 1,000-yard campaigns against some of the toughest defenses in college football. He's more than ready for the challenge of shouldering an offense at the NFL level.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Herbert has it knocked free. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Second and 6.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Wilson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. From just shy of midfield, Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Now Wilson.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Wilson to throw. Flushed out right.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Derwin James with a pick. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression?